There's something seriously wrong with Britain, and I'm talking about the UK police force. They're stupid, useless, uneducated, and a threat to the social cohesion of the United Kingdom. And to back up what I'm saying, I want to show you the recent videos that have come my way. Starting with this Jewish lawyer who's being arrested for wearing a Star of David. Can you believe that?
I think he set out his position in his statement that he was there as a legal observer. I think that's the concern.
That is what saying.
Yes.
But I've obviously got to investigate an allegation, and that these are the questions that I'm putting to him to either prove your involvement or non-involvement in the allegation. Okay? What necklace are you wearing?
What necklace am I wearing?
Yeah.
Star of David?
Because the officer details this in their statement.
What, that I've got a Star of David?
Yeah.
So?
They felt that the actions that I've just mentioned about going up close proximity to the pro-Palestinian protesters.
Can I speak to my lawyer for a second?
Of course you can.
I'm able to...
Yeah, I mean, I'm concerned about this question about the Star of David.
Why are you concerned?
Well, I think I'll have a private consultation and we'll set out my concerns.
Okay. The time is 02:09 and I'm pausing the interview. My line of questioning, first and foremost, is not to offend, it's not to discriminate. I want to have that on record. I'm not asking that question to cause you any offence. However, if we'd have proceeded with my line of questioning, the officers have noted in their statements that they believed that because the Star of David was out and present to people which may take either offence to the presence of it, they felt that that was antagonising the situation further.
Okay, well, I'm going to say that I think that's, with respect, appalling and shows a complete lack of ignorance
Okay.
on behalf of those officers.
Okay.
Because if they were familiar with the fact that IJAM were organising the protests, then they would recognise that how could a Mogen David cause offence, notwithstanding the fact that, you know, we shouldn't be in a situation where people can't walk around wearing a sign of their religion.
I don't know what you're referring to, a Mogen David?
Yeah, sorry, Star of David.
Star of David, I haven't heard that.
Apologise.
We're not talking about walking around with a Star of David chain on his neck in a open forum in public generally. We're talking about a very niche environment where tensions are high, where two sides are coming together, have adverse opinions, adverse views. That, I think we can't open it up to say anyone can't walk around wearing what they want to wear. We're not talking about human rights in terms of where what he's wearing in a public forum. We're talking about a hostile environment where pro-Palestinian protesters are obviously objecting to what is happening in Israel and Gaza.
Okay, I don't.
That's what I want to say on that, and I'm not. I don't want this to become a political debate in an interview. As to my last point that I made to you, the officers have written in their statements about the presence of of your necklace. Do you see how that could be an antagonistic emblem or sign, however you want to phrase it, to people in that environment?
I advise you not to answer the question.
I have nothing further to add.
I put it to you that you were well aware that your presence to a certain sector of that protest was going to antagonise it.
Is that a question?
It's a speech. I advise you not to answer it.
Well, I'm putting it to you. Like, what have you got to say?
I have nothing further to add.
Next video is this woman who's been called a Nazi by the protesters and obviously offended, but the police are not worried about her being offended by being called a Nazi. They're more concerned that her dog might offend the pro-Palestine protesters. Do we really pay our taxes to the police to stop a woman from walking her dog because she might offend Muslim protesters?
This is the police.
Hey, I'm no Nazi.
This is the police appeasing the leftists again. Yeah, appeasing the communist leftists again.
I'm not a Nazi. Stopping you from moving forward to prevent the breach of the peace. What, just for saying I don't want to be called a Nazi? You shouldn't be allowed it.
It's a controlled tactic, so you can't say or do anything.
Just keep on going round.
It's to protect the leftists.
Watching them shout. Absolutely. What do you mean move on? How pathetic are you?
From the British, we love you!
You're not going that way. Excuse me. Guys, 2 of you please. 2 of you straight away. Why?
No. They're called lots of things. And now they're all mobilised. As usual.
To do with being a Nazi, it's got nothing to do with being anyone. We just don't want to pay for you to live in there.
The dog knows. The doggy.
Why? Why is that all? What do you mean that's not right? They've done nothing wrong. I like being shouted Nazi. That guy is shouting on a megaphone, Nazi in my face. And the police are here telling people not to be insulted that they're being called Nazis.
Yeah, of course you are, mate. Yeah,
Do you
stay
understand what the
behind.
Nazis
All right.
Because that's really offensive. Yeah. When you're letting them stand there and shout
You can stand where you want, film what you want.
at Altrincham residents in order to what?
How are you? All right.
Because we're upset our taxpayers' money's going on funding Afghans.
Where else would you rather be on a Sunday night?
Nazis. God, you're the Nazis
So am I.
for actually standing there watching them shout that. Are they allowed to shout Nazis? Am I allowed to go over someone's face and shout Nazi? No, I'm not, am I? So why are you stood there watching them shout it?
The reason why we've actually got out is because the boss has already
You're useless. You're useless. You stood there letting people shout out obscenities like that.
And then they attempt to arrest you.
No. How embarrassing is that? Where's your stones?
We haven't made any attempts to arrest you.
You've got 1, 2, 3. She's been dragging me around the corner because I took offence that you shouted Nazi in her face. I don't want me to be called a Nazi in my own street.
And just so that I'm not too despondent, the Victoria Police in Melbourne, Australia have finally seen sense, and they're calling Antifa for what they are. Antifa are terrorists.
This is what was thrown at police today, and I think Melbourne has had a gutful. I look on the social media streaming platforms of some of these issue-motivated groups that are saying police used excessive force. The fact was, these were being thrown at police. Bottles filled with shards of glass were being thrown at the police. Rotten fruit was being thrown at police. Bins were put on fire. Flags were on fire. And I think, you know, really enough's enough. People came to pick a fight with the police. The people that came to pick the fight with police were the issue-motivated groups on the left. I can tell you that the March for Australia group, they were peaceful, they were engaging, they listened to our instructions, they did what they were told, and they protested by example.